All right, here we go. We got another G frame for you. This time, it's the P Bandai exclusive Gundam Sisqueide. I think that's how it's pronounced. This is the Titans color version. There's the Titans and AUG. And this was the only color that I was actually able to secure. The AUG version was already sold out when I went to go pre-order it. But yeah, this is just a single figure. It's not a whole box like I usually do. But looks like it comes with a massive gun. I don't know what this... I really don't know much about the Sisqueide Gundam. Outside that is an SD original design. Yeah, it looks like it has a really, really big gun. And something just attaches to it to make it an even bigger gun. And it looks like that's pretty much all this thing comes with. But, yeah, I saw... When I first saw this, I was like, this is a really cool design. I wish they would make a high grade or a master grade of this thing. But, they made a G-frame of it, so it's like, you know what? I just had to get it. Because I love this G-frame line. Oh, obligatory piece of chewing gum. And I think this does not even come with a static... Yeah, it doesn't look like it even comes with a static frame body. It's just the articulated frame, which is good because that's less junk. I know they started packaging the existing G frames, like the ones from box sets, like combining the two boxes into one and just excluding the shoddy static frame, which is it's a nice practice because it creates less confusion for the consumer, definitely. And then of course there's, I mean, everyone just can throw those static frames out. There's nothing to really use them for. But yeah, this is looking quite nice. So the regular G frames, those box sets I usually have, those box sets alone, I pay like about $50 for, and I get the 5 individual figures. This thing I paid about $40 for on its own. This is not a cheap G-frame whatsoever. These P Bandai ones are definitely quite expensive. Probably not worth it to a lot of people, but you know what? This is the Gundam Sisqueide, something that the only other way I'm familiar with actually getting anything for this mobile suit is with the recent SD cross silhouette. So looks like we have to put the waist, like the stomach section, on because it's absent here. So you gotta figure out. Okay, so it looks like this piece goes on right here, and this is the one over here. Yep, that looks like it's it. And then just plug that onto there. We got 2 identical side skirts. So, this clip on. Wow, this is a lot tighter than most G frames usually are. Okay, there we go. That one didn't really click into place, but it's about as solid as the other one, so I assume it's good. Is there any distinction between shoulders? No, they are identical for left and right. Backpack. Does this just go straight on? I think it does. Yep. And that is pretty much the Gundam Sisqueide in the Titans color version. Quite digging it. It is a Gundam. Let's see if I can actually get this on camera here. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's a mono eye. It doesn't have a traditional Gundam face. It has a mono eye. So that's definitely a unique feature for the Sisqueide. Now the question is, what do I do with this monstrosity? Wow, this thing is taller than the Sisqueide itself. So obviously it will plug in like that. Jeez, how would you? Okay, so does it? Oh, okay, I see. So it's supposed to hold it off to the side like this. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay, so that looks better than holding it like a regular gun. So just from holding it to the side like that. See? Also, you can take this off, and he can hold it like this. Okay, so yeah, if he's not shooting it, you gotta hold it like that. That's quite nice. I dig it. So this big ribbon cable thingy, where does this plug into? Okay, so it plugs into this like that. And oh, okay, this slides over the gun. Got it. And creates this monstrosity. Well, that sure is a thing. Additionally, we do have some of the open hands. I don't think I'm actually going to use those just because this thing looks too good holding a gun. And he can hold the gun with both hands while shooting it, at least. So we do have a little stand here, support stand for the gun. It is not, I mean, let's see, can the mobile suit, yeah, okay, so the mobile suit can actually use it, but the base is so small that it's kind of wobbly. Yeah, that's not gonna really hold them all that well. They'll shake on the shelf, and that would tumble down. Definitely get yourself a regular action base for this thing. It does have the same peg for an action base. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna sling the cannon out like this, so he can grab onto this end too. And this little handle's on a ball joint, so that makes it easier to grab it. Whew, okay. So yeah, that's a problem. He just falls down, so that's why we got this extra stand here. So that little stand will support the massive gun. And look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is awesome. I think this is an eye field generator, judging by the detail on the front. That's kind of what it looks like to me. That's usually how an eye field generator looks in Universal Century. Yeah, this thing looks great. So, just gotta show it off with probably my favorite, my other favorite G frame, the Mud Rock. Okay. Let's see. Just reposition. And yeah, you can see I have 2 bottles of Coke Zero just holding up my backdrop because I can't figure out a way to get that thing to stay up otherwise. But yeah. It is definitely a higher, like the paint quality on this thing is definitely more premium than a standard G frame. So that is a little bit of a reason for the markup up. Also, just the sheer size of this thing's bulk is pretty impressive. And just in case you collect a lot of 1/144 scale Gundam and such, here is a size comparison with the high grade Megonic. And yeah, as you can see, the Megonic's taller, and if they were in the same scale, that would not be the case, just because everything in Gundam Wing is smaller, and this is standard UC fair. I think it's like a 17-meter mobile suit. So yeah, it's quite small. It will not really fit with your 1/144 scale displays. If you collect mobile suit and action figures, these G frames are pretty close in size to that. They're a little bit larger than MSIA, but they're small. So yeah, I didn't really go over the articulation, but articulation on G frames are pretty much the same universally. This thing is no exception. It uses the same frame as literally everything else in the line. So that said, if you do have a static frame and you just want to make this thing stand on its own, you could definitely just use the static frames from one of your other G frames. I'm pretty sure this thing's 100% compatible with said frame. I wouldn't know. I threw all mine out. So yeah. So it's definitely a neat little toy. If you're in the market to get one of these things, I would definitely not pay more than $40 for this thing. I think I paid like $30. I paid close to $40 for it. A little bit under, but I got it from a pre-order, so I paid retail price plus a slight markup because it's a P Bandai item, and then the slight markup and then shipping. So yeah, it's difficult to get your hands on one of these things, but it is really nice. I wish I could have gotten the AU version too, because I would have preferred to have both of them on my shelf. This thing's awesome, that's for sure. I do wish I was able to get more of the P Bandai G frames. There's the Unicorn Phoenix narrative version is something I really wanted to get, but alas, I missed out on that one. The XS Gundam, I love XS Gundam, but again, missed out on that one. But I do have the Sisqueide in one of its color variants. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.